channel. So today I'm doing my first School Tips Saturday video of this year. So if you guys don't know, I'm doing a series. Every Saturday is going to be a school tip video. And today I'm just starting off like easy breezy, nothing complicated. It's going to be 5 quick things that you should do in the beginning of the semester to start the semester off right. And just because I know not all of my viewers are in school, I decided to do an extra 5 tips, just organizational tips, like so how to stay organized this year for people in school and not in school. It just works for everyone. So a total of 10 tips, and I'm going to try to go through them like pretty quickly because I don't want this video to be crazy long. I hope you enjoy, and let's just get started. So I'm going to start with the school tips. So the first one is to read your syllabus. So as soon as you get your syllabuses for every course, it's really important that you read them. Like, people often don't put enough emphasis on what's in there. Like, you have all the dates you need for the entire semester. You have your textbooks, you know if they're required or just recommended. You have what's going to be covered every week, most likely, all the teacher information if you ever need to go to office hours or if you want to email the teacher or anything. Everything's in there. Like, it's like your Bible for the course, basically. So you should really read that. Number 2 kind of goes along with it. So as soon as you get your syllabus and you see all the dates for all the tests and quizzes and like assignments and whatever else, open your planner and write them down. And if you don't have a planner, self-promotion right here. But I just launched a bunch of new pages for 2016 on my hellopaperplane.etsy.com store. So just check that out. It's going to be linked down below. I also have a coupon code that I'll link down below. You have 25% off until the end of January, so make sure to get your copies right now. So just write all the dates down before doing anything else. That way, like, you won't miss anything. If you stay up to date with your planner, you shouldn't miss anything. The next thing you should do is go to your first class. I know a lot of people feel like, they don't teach anything on the first class. It's just like introduce themselves and blah blah. But I personally find it extremely important because they'll explain to you exactly how the course is built. Because every course, especially in university, they're differently built depending on the professor, right? So they're really different. When you go to the first class of the semester, they'll usually tell you exactly like how the course is built and what you need to get done every week. So let's say like for one course you have weekly quizzes, then you know you have to plan that out. You know you have weekly readings, and you know that you have only lectures, but you rarely have any assignments or anything. And then in other courses, they don't have weekly quizzes, but they have tutorials instead, and just like a bunch of stuff. So like you know exactly what you have to do for each course, since they'll most likely be very different from each other. The next thing is to choose how you're going to take notes, and I'm actually going to do a video about taking notes very soon, like in a few weeks. But basically, like, depending on the type of course you're taking, you have to figure out what type of notes is best. Like, some of them don't really need our class notes because they're just covering exactly the same material as the textbook, so you can only outline the textbook. But then in some other cases, like, there's not even a textbook, so it's only like lecture notes, and then you have to figure out like, should I type it, should I write it down? Like, you have like tons of systems you can work from. So that's a video I'm going to be doing very soon, so you'll be able to check that out very soon. But I also have a bunch of note-taking videos that I'll link down below for you that I've done in the past for now. And finally, the last tip for students today is to come up with a tentative schedule, like a weekly schedule of stuff you have to do. So that kind of goes with like going to the first class where they tell you like what you have to do for each course. So I'll leave here what I had to do last semester. Like, I actually wrote it down on a board, so I'll find the footage and put it right here. But basically, like, depending on the course, like, the stuff I had to do was really different. For most of them, I would outline the textbooks, and then like go to class and stuff, and then like work on study guides, do flashcards, do like the weekly quizzes and activities and stuff. So you just come up with whatever, like the list of things you usually have to do every week for that course. That way you kind of know, like, I don't know, what you have to do before the week, and you kind of know like how each week is going to look like for each course. You know like the average amount of work you're going to have for each week too. Obviously some weeks are going to be more busy because you're going to have like longer readings, or you're going to have a paper to write or something, but you know, like, it's still like a good tentative schedule, like I said. Now on to the 5 quick tips to stay organized this year for anyone, student or not. It works for everybody. The first one is to have a planner and keep it up to date. So once again, self-promotion, but you can use my planner pages. I did my best to like make them so they would be useful for everyone. They're not just for students, but they work very well for students, and they also work very well for anybody. Like my mom is gonna have one, I have one, I'm making one for Tim. Like people in my life are using them, okay? And not because I forced them, okay? I just want to mention, like, they asked for it. The next thing is to keep your space like tidy every day. So maybe take like 10 minutes in the beginning of the end of the day just to clean up everything. Having like a clutter-free room or like apartment or anything, it makes a huge difference in your organization, because if your space is more organized, so is your mind. Well, that's what I believe, because whenever like my room is a mess, my head is a mess too. So if you just clean up everything around you, it's just going to be so much easier to stay organized and everything else, because you won't have to worry about that. And it won't take you hours to clean up whenever you feel like cleaning up too. Number 3 is kind of similar to the school one, but it's to come up with a daily/weekly routine. So maybe not every day is the same, but just come up with a routine. I feel like routines really help stay organized. So let's say like, I don't know, like you have your little routine in the morning before you go to work. Have the same one every day. And same thing with the nighttime. Like try to have like a regular routine. Go to bed at the same time. Get up at the same time. And then like stuff you have to do once a week, like sweeping or whatever, try to always put it on the same day, so it becomes kind of like a habit and you don't really have to think about it anymore after a while. So that's going to help you stay organized, and that's also going to give you a lot of little tasks that are going to become so natural because they're in your routine, and they'll just become like a habit basically, that you won't actually have to worry and plan out, because they're just going to be like automatic. So another organization tip I have for you guys is to get rid of your crap. So anything that you don't use, anything that you haven't used in months or years, just get rid of it. You know, like I have this tendency where I always feel like, oh, well, maybe someday I'll need it, but it's taking extra space, and it makes your space very cluttered too, because there's a bunch of useless crap sitting around. So anything that is useless to you, try to get rid of. Like donate it, sell it, do whatever you want with it, but don't keep it in your space. Don't let it like take up so much space and time and clutter everything. And finally, my last tip is whenever you're planning something like a task or anything to do, always allow some extra time. That way like you won't be short of time. So if you think it's gonna take you like 10 minutes to sweep, maybe give yourself like 15-20 minutes. That way if it takes longer, if you get distracted, if something happens, you still have like a little bit of extra time to get it done. Same goes with like school assignments and everything. Whenever you think something is going to take that much time, always allow extra time. Worst case, you'll have some free time at the end, you know. But if you plan it too tight and you end up like taking more time, and you can't do whatever else you had to plan after, then it might mess up everything in your schedule. So always allow extra time, and worst case, you'll have some free time. You'll be able to scroll through Instagram a little bit more, Snapchat some friends, call your mom, whatever, you know, but just try to always plan a little bit extra time for everything. That way, like, you'll have way more free time, you'll feel way more free and way less stressed, because you won't, like, jump from one task to the next all day long. You'll have, like, some time to breathe in between tasks if you get it done in the right amount of time. And if you don't, like, you won't have to stress, because you'll still have some time extra to finish it, even if it takes longer. So those are my tips for you guys today. I think they're a bit longer than I expected. I thought this video would be very short, but it's not, so I apologize. Stay tuned. Next Saturday is going to be more School Tip Saturday. I have a new schedule, if you don't know already. I'll have Sunday DIYs. I'll have Monday Minutes, we haven't talked about yet, but basically I'm doing a 60-second video every Monday with a blog post attached to it with more information every time. Then Wednesday, random stuff. So that's everything I had for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to thumbs up this video if you want to see more school tips coming up soon. I have tons of school tips I'm working on, really fun stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!